Hello, you are with Star Television and this is the National News Bulletin. I am Leonora Jawara. First, the top stories. A team of geologists from the Sierra Leone Institution of Geoscientists has on Saturday, 3rd August, visited the site of Monteme at Regent, where there is a reported incident of crack similar to the mudslide in 2016.
Situation in which these smaller landslides are a precursor to maybe a big disaster that is likely to occur.
The Petroleum Directorate, under the Office of the President, has held a consultative workshop on the draft report on environmental, social and health impact assessment relating to a proposed two-dimensional long offset seismic survey in the offshore waters of Sierra Leone in Pojan, Tombo, Matrojong and Potloko, respectively.
See, this public disclosure we can do. Now the company says separately can do the survey, now it is supposed for Canada. But say no, now we get to the water, now we get okay, now we depart to okay. Because we want to make sure say the right thing happen in this country.
A mining engineer and philanthropist, Tia Jari Mosei, who has been empowering women entrepreneurs in Kono district, has expressed dissatisfaction and described as frustrating challenges meted out in a pursuit to lure in potential investors into the country as part of His Excellency's call to building a resilient economy.
Well, it's not that he had a steakhouse hoping that he would give feedback to government, but he was part of the program. He spoke that the new direction, they're looking for investment in the relationship between China and Sierra Leone.
The Member of Parliament for Constituency 128, Honorable Benjamin Toure, has organized a cleaning exercise in some major areas in his constituency, together with some community stakeholders.
Well, as you likely say, the Bengombe Bushi, of course, as a community and as a NP where they representing people, and I believe say I always did it for count to their needs or to their health.
And in sports, the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association, Aisha Yuansin, has officially launched a 5 million water tank project at the Mountain Court community as part of her support in nation building.
Hereby now, I declare the Mountain City Water Project of Life open to the public.
All these making the headlines. And now the news in detail. A team of geologists from the Sierra Leone Institution of Geoscientists League has on Saturday, 3rd August, visited the site at Monteme at Regent, where there is a reported incident of crack similar to the mudslide in 2016. Mohamed Kone was part of the team and he files in this report.
It's worth millions of leons. Nearly 2 years since the devastating landslide, several cracks have been detected along the Monteme Valley, raising concerns among inhabitants and local geologists. Salim Silla is the president.
We came as Sierra Leone Institution of Geoscientists, a combination of all the geoscience discipline, to do our field visits. But when we came today, coincidentally, there is a landslide that occurred. Some people might see it's a small landslide, but people tend to forget that during the 2017, before the major landslide occurred, there was a smaller one about us. It may seem unconnected. That's how geological things took place. Because when you see the smaller one, meaning there could be a bigger one. So all we need to do is to study and identify what triggers the small one, and then we'll be able to predict whether a bigger one will happen and possibly about when it can happen.
What is happening here is a potential threat, not only to the environment, but human existence as well. This is an imminent disaster, according to Bunton Williams.
Situation in which these smaller landslides are a precursor to maybe a big disaster that is likely to occur. We are going to make sure we put our observations into a report, and we have representatives among our team from NMA. And before coming to the field, I sent an email to a guy who is a geotechnical engineer who is a specialist in handling these things. So we'll be engaging a pool of specialists in this field to see how we can make use of this information. But particularly, I think we should also work with other stakeholders, particularly also monitoring the amount of rainfall within this vicinity and observing with the local people as well, where such observations are. So eventually, we'll be able to make recommendations to the localities for early warnings to people whose lives may be at risk.
Since the last disaster, communities were told to move out of the area. But up till now, people continue to reside in these communities. The looming danger hanging over this community seems to be treated with levity, as explained by the head woman of Regent Village.
Well, the problem is that these people, some of them do have land plans, they have documents for their land. And the fact that they have documents, that shows that they have authority to be in the place, although the place is not safe. But I can't convince them that this place is not safe. Only the government can do so, especially the Minister of Lands and other MDs. My advice is for the government to come on board and evacuate these people because we still have cracks.
The situation here is terrible and very much scary. But with recommendation of this type, there is every need for government action.
Some houses are there which are very risky for people to dwell in those houses because there are so many other rocks hanging around which can cause damage overnight. So it's very hard to tell them to move out, but the government can come in and intervene and come and negotiate with these people and see how best they can move them out and do a better thing that can prevent these activities to reoccur.
Thank you very much. Over the years, communities, including encroachers, continue cutting down trees without replacing them. This is one key message as Sierra Leone continues to experience heavy downpour of rains year in, year out.
Let us make tree planting a program in which the citizens own it, instead of it being left in the hands of government officials. Such that if you have a home, plant a tree. If you plant a tree today, you are saving your environment down the line. If we make that one a possibility, then we can save our environment, or we can reduce the risks that we are seeing happening here today.
The recent landslide past Friday night washed away a house and a makeshift structure that was under construction. The visit by Sierra Leonean geologists to this area calls for more action and support. Reporting for Star Television News, this is Mohammed Kone.
Now, the Petroleum Directorate, under the Office of the President, has on Friday, 26 July 2019, held a consultative workshop on the draft report on environmental, social and health impact assessment relating to a proposed two-dimensional long offset seismic survey in the offshore waters of Sierra Leone in Pojon, Tombo, Matrujong, and Putloko, respectively. Cretin Thomas has more.
The Petroleum Director, under the Office of the President, held a consultative workshop on the draft report on environmental, social and health impact assessment relating to a proposed two-dimensional long offset seismic survey in the offshore waters of Sierra Leone in Pujon and Matrujong, respectively. He maintained that the seismic survey project is intended to support the fourth licensing round by generating data over unexplored areas and enable the filling of prevailing knowledge gap.
Let me say, this public disclosure we can do. Now the company says separately can do the survey. Now it is supposed for Canada. But say no. Now we get to Watana, we get okay. Now we depart to okay. Because we want to make sure say the right thing happen in this country. So today we don't launch what they call the fourth licensing round. We don't invite oil and gas companies in. After 6 months, me and the team at the Petroleum Directorate, with the support of the presidency, the president, we happen to be the oil and gas minister of this country. We go all over the world. We meet all the companies all over the world. We say, do you have? We get oil and gas potential. Now this will be done they do. What will I think about me? What will I feel so for do? For not improve with business climate. What will I feel so for do? For not improve with laws, with legislation and fiscal regime. If you not tell me, if you do for people then, we all will make a document, we will form a strategy, we will encourage investment and protect the interests of the people there.
Timothy Kaba further revealed that interested international oil companies will secure the accrued data and enhance their investment decision-making process and as well as dealing planning ultimately. Stakeholders in different districts commended the leadership at the Petroleum Directorate for the scoping study that informed them of a detailed analysis of the environmental impact assessment for the seismic survey and reiterated the agency concern to formalize the process before the issuance of an EIA license signaling the commencement of the survey.
It all depends on what are the environmental impacts that was identified in the process, and what are the mitigation actions that will be actually minimizing or eradicating the negative, particularly the negative impacts on our community.
We dey look at them before you get this EIA license, wey we very key, and now we know what they need. We get to look at your project, we get to apply to EPA.
The report is very good for we the Bantinians. We appreciate them, we gladly for the program.
Siajayu Mose, a mining engineer and philanthropist who has been empowering women entrepreneurs in Kono District, has expressed dissatisfaction and described as frustrating challenges meted out in a pursuit to lure in potential investors into the country as part of His Excellency's call to build a resilient economy. Now, she narrated her ordeal to my colleague Abdul Rahman Kamara on some of the obstacles meted out in a desire to help contribute to the development of the economy in this interview.
And thank God they invited us January for an annual meeting in Shanghai. So I invited the Honorable Tondana when he wanted to go. So we paid for his ticket, business class, with the hopes and faith that, in good faith, that when he goes, he'll come back, give feedback to government. I also had my lawyer from the state legal team from New York. They flew there based on their findings. They were very impressed. Not that he had a steakhouse hoping that he would give feedback to government, but he was part of the program. He spoke that the new direction, they're looking for investment in the relationship between China and Sierra Leone. He spoke about that, and definitely this administration will be interested. So when he came back, unfortunately that did not happen. So I took it upon myself just to go further, being the business woman I am. And we went pretty far. I went pretty far with the investors. I do have a legal agreement with them. I am their legal representative for Sierra Leone, not just Sierra Leone, other African countries. I do have a legal agreement with them. And so I've done everything I was supposed to do on their behalf. They were interested in mining with some other investments, which I don't want to go too deep into that yet. But we applied for a mining license, and through the process, unfortunately, the Honorable Tondane got in contact with them, unawares to me. So he said, well, you will not believe it. It's like the Honorable Tondane called me today, and also he sent CIDs to my office inquiring about an EIA license and said that you all owe the investors $48,000, which I was so shocked. I was, very emotional. So my lawyer said, well, their representative is SIA. So he went on further to say, no, they're no longer working with SIA. No, they're not working with SIA. They're not working with SIA. So I was very shocked. I mean, I'm a Sierra Leonean. You're a Sierra Leonean. If I took you in good faith, if there were any misunderstanding, I will hope that you would at least giving me the opportunity, ask me so I can explain, because there were no misunderstanding between us. So I was just a bit shocked and taken back by his action. I mean, instead of just listening to one side of the story, do your investigation before you involve the law. And then later on he retracted and said, no, he did not take the police, but he did take some slavery. To His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio, I respect him highly. And with all honesty, he is for empowering women. And since I came to Sierra Leone, President Bio has given me more opportunities than the former administration as far as development and giving me the platform to assist women. My plea to him, this is not political. It's not APC, it's not SLPP. This is about the development of women and the rights of women. And I'm a strong advocate for the rights of women, empowering women. Well, honestly, because of the Honorable Tondone, the investors are in town right now. They're staying at Intimani. We attempted to go there several times. Unfortunately, when we go there, they would leave the hotel, they'll go to another hotel, then they'll come back. So about 3 weeks ago, they sent me, their law firm in China sent me a notice to cancel our agreement, which my lawyers in the States and Sierra Leone, we've replied them for a breach of contract, and them having meetings with the Honorable Tondone and some other people in Sierra Leone. So I've tried, and for the past 5 years, I didn't come here to make my pocket rich, because I lived a very comfortable, a very, very good life in the States. I've sacrificed so much in good faith to help.
While you're still watching the news bulletin here on Star TV. Now, the Member of Parliament for Constituency 128, Honorable Benjamin Toure, has on Saturday, 3rd August 2019, organized a cleaning exercise in some major areas within his constituency, together with community stakeholders. George Elliott Tam takes up the story.
In order to complement the effort of His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, and also to ensure that his constituency is kept clean, the Member of Parliament for Constituency 128, Honorable Benjamin Toure, has on Saturday, the 3rd of August 2019, held an organized cleaning in some of the major areas in his constituency, like the Wilberforce Village Cemetery and the Presidential Lodge, together with community youth and stakeholders in the constituency. While making a statement, the Member of Parliament, Honorable Benjamin Toure, said his vision is to see that Constituency 128 to be the best in the Western area, and also further that cleaning the cemetery should be everyone's duty, as we should have respect for the dead. He also thanked the community people for coming out in their large numbers to support him, and also called on them to continue the good work.
Well, as you likely say, the Bengombi Dombushi, of course, as a community and as a NP where they representing people, and I believe say I always did it for count to the needs or to the health. And because this Bengonia so not even the Cali people into rest, at least if I'm collecting in a decent form. So like I look and fit say with the community people and we get meetings say like this coming cleaning for engage the Bengon and make sure the Bengon clean. And not only the Bengon, we go along Hill Station, around President Lodge, the turntable around that side, this is a grass on the goody on, they don't bush it. So we also get man them really walk at that particular area, they say for measure to be clean and decent for President and we first. Well, of course, I want them to tell them, I want them believe in me and let them believe in the new direction of the President and also Madam Fatima Bio in agenda when they move on at the country. And I want them believe say 128 by the grace of God will be one of the best constituencies in our Western area as we look at it, and we will make a name, or we will make a mark, or we will be a difference in all constituencies by the grace of God. I just say everybody, let everybody come board, be red, be you green, be you move, pink. I know they have a particular party, they are for everybody. So me I'm open to everybody, let everybody come board, let me see the dream of the president, the dream of the new direction for Sise Salon be a better country in the next 2 terms we here for take over this country.
Gasona Davis, cemetery keeper of the Wilberforce Cemetery, praises the Honorable for his timely intervention for the cleaning of the cemetery, as they as workers in the cemetery have been finding it very difficult to carry out their work because of the terrible status of the cemetery, and call on the Freetown City Council and other community stakeholders to embark on the same venture as the Honorable have set the pace for them.
I feel good for that. I think all there was motivated to go and let go before. When Benjamin Bushi found out if you actually see now, wash the control, the wash in the go. Yeah, I go for look good because the gas for the work and now cutting long. So go for look good.
Mohammed Kabo, a youth and also a stakeholder in the Hill Station community, also commended the Honorable for his laudable venture for organizing what he called one of its kind cleaning in the environment.
But normally now we honorable, those say we don't start time, but this now today, because we say we don't start some time ago, but we don't relax. But we honorable, for what we take up power now, he said we try for put we don't talk to we, you know, he motivate we, he said now start back. Because he said one like you constituency clean. So I make you decide back, say okay, don't take up back. You see as you see the polo say for now you polo this. Now you buy them for we go peel them. So I make you decide back for take up back. I know don't take up so back, we therefore continue this effort. You know, keep the constituency clean. And a good man to we, a rally they try. As you don't come because rally every day it just come. As honorable, because of the petition, and the honorable just come. So rally, since we don't come now, they don't assign them, the rally they make effort to we all in this constituency.
Other stakeholders of Constituency 128 also commended the Honorable Member of Parliament for his good initiative and also for thinking that the hygiene of the people is paramount to him. For Star News in Freetown, I am George Elliott Sam reporting.
And now let's turn our attention to sports, as the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association, Aisha Yuansin, has officially launched a 5 million water tank project at the Mountain Court community as part of her support in nation building. Hilton John, our sports correspondent, has more for you.
Good day everyone, welcome for today's sporting news. We start to look at seeing the president of the Football Association of Sierra Leone, President Aisha Yuansin, as part of her support given to society. She has completed a 5-tank miller at a water tank at the Mountain Court community. It could be recalled that one of the environs of the president of the Football Association is Mountain Court, or a team called Mountain City. The occasion or event took place over the weekend, according to the president of the Football Association, given is part of our DNA. Here is the report.
2, 3. Oh, bless you, bless you, bless you.
I declare the Mountain City Water Project of Life open to the public. Thank you.
We really suffer for water. Now this real community, and it's true, we suffer. Again, I would tell Madam Aisha Yuansin, plenty thank you again for this kind gesture. What you do to we brothers then. Because for true, people and they get money, they get everything, but they're not getting money for spend. This is one of the bad things that would happen in our community. When brother then, we send them the calling, I can't see this gesture what they do. We send them a generous for that. Because for now, young guys then, she don't think was very kind here. Now a very good team.
We all are one family. Football not for bring difference between we and we brother them. That's our big one there. We already know. So we tell on all thank you, and we tell the people they all thank you at this Mountain City community, especially to Madam Aisha Johansen. So you plenty thank you, man. God bless you for this kind of way you don't do for we. Because we picking them, we girl picking them. Water, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock late. Then they get belay at the age where they don't forget them. So if Madam Aisha Johansen, that kind of thing they have for we, tell them plenty thank you.
It's just one of the many humanitarian and philanthropic ventures that I've always loved to embark on. This is just one of many. Maybe I haven't done so many in the past few years because I've been so engulfed in football, but this is something that I enjoy to do. I enjoy changing lives in a positive way. I enjoy saving lives, if you like. I enjoy giving back. So it's not that it's Mountain City in particular, it's just something that I'd like to do for communities.
So what's the gesture entails?
Well, as you can see, it's 5,000 water miller tanks, and again I would like to give a big thank you also to Mahesh Nandwani for the role that he also played. I'd like to thank my son for his own gesture towards this, and my husband. It's water that will serve the community. This is a large community, it's an influential community. It's a community that I really do not believe deserves to be in the dire situation that it is, health-wise, or when you talk economically, poverty-stricken-wise. It has no business being like this, given the industries that are here, given the amount of economic advantages that this community has. It's still very poor, and like I say, families, children lose their lives, and they have no business being in this situation. So I think this is really the reason that inspired me to see my own little role, the part that I can play in lowering the situation, if that makes any sense.
This is a good gesture coming up there from the President of the Football Association, President Aisha Johansen. Congratulations to the executive for giving more support to Aisha, and also to the beneficiaries within that part of the country, Mountain Court community supporters. They will be very happy, more especially within the football arena, getting a tap that they will be using now, according to some of these stakeholders, that some of their children, their girl child, well, they left early hours of the morning saying that they want to get water that causes some pregnancy in the past years, but now they will benefit from some of these projects coming up there from Aisha Johansen, President of the Football Association. In the international scene, congratulations to the side called Man City. They succeeded on penalties after a 1-0 against Liverpool in the Charity Shield.
Temporarily reduced to 10 men. That one's floated over, looking for Kevin De Bruyne. It's nodded down, flicked on, and put across the line by Raheem Sterling. City lead from close range, off a set piece. As Sterling is in the right place at the right time. It has been all action in the early going, and Sterling caps it off with a goal for the Blues. Henderson with the free kick. Over towards the back post, it's fallen loose. Here's Van Dijk, squares that across, and Liverpool have an equaliser, despite seemingly a push from Matip. The City players claim that there was a foul inside the 6-yard box. Second spot kick for Liverpool, and Claudio Bravo saves. With the penalty save, And now Gabriel Jesus looks to win the Community Shield for Manchester City. And he does! Claudio Bravo celebrates, Gabriel Jesus celebrates, and the City fans in attendance celebrate. It's a first piece of silverware for Pep Guardiola's men.
That's our sport. Back to you, Elena Jara in the studio. A lot of questions will be asking whether we'll be seeing a good performance from your team. You are supporting Chelsea in this year's competition.
Certainly Hilton, I'm sure Chelsea is going to make us proud. Well, that's how we end the news for today. Thank you very much for watching. The weather forecast and foreign exchange is up next.